when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you talk about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On now is the Packers punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Back to throw. Pritchett. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the first drive, 3-and-out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Gann has it complete. And he's got room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Now a give right side. Raymond down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down now, Raymond calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Looking to throw. Colbert. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Raymond. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Back to throw. Colbert. That's complete right around the 8. And the Packers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Samuels will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And now off to the races down the right side. He will score. Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street.
Now a handoff up the middle. Raymond. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Colbert throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. On 1st and 10, Colbert escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wallace. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Raymond. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 69 yards. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Pritchett. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, it's Hughes. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Pritchett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys have now moved out in front. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And this will be a Packers first down as he'll get this up to the 25.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Up the middle they go. Raymond. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
To throw on 2nd down, Colbert. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
From the gun on 3rd down, Colbert finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. They go play action here on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Raymond. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. This is caught by Gibb.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Raymond. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Colbert throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Colbert. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now a give right side. Raymond. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back.
Touchdown, Packers! From 4 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent.
And this is going to be intercepted. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd and 2, Colbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and through. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off play action. Pritchett. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
To throw again. Pritchett. And he comes back with one complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Back to throw. Pritchett. Throw left side complete. That's Hughes. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down now, it's Hughes, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Pritchett. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead.
There he goes, left side. 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 97 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Packers 42, Jaguars 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Pritchett. He finds his man, complete. That's Hughes. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. To throw on second down. Pritchett. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Raymond. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
He's got his man. That's Wallace. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle they go. Raymond. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. No problem there on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
49. Jaguars 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Throwing on first down. Pritchett. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And now,
touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Point after, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
4 yards the pickup, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This offense so far on third down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's able to find Wallace. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on third down, Pritchett. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss.
It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Little. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Looking to throw. Pritchett. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point safely through. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
A gain of 3, second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Raymond, and he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll run on first down. Raymond, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, Colbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken from just outside the 30.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Throwing to start the drive. Pritchett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Back to throw. Pritchett. He's going to let it fly.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw on 3rd down, Pritchett. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Well, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Green Bay, it's a 4th win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on